Welcome back to Peta's Budgets. My name is Shayna and I am a cash stuffer for a family of 4. It's been about a month since I've been able to post a video. As I have mentioned in my last videos, we did just finish a move across the country from California to Georgia. And so it's taken me a little bit to get settled and get everything going. So I didn't do any type of unstuffing videos or anything like that over the last month, but we were still cash stuffing. So my folders have been updated to what they are currently, and let's go ahead and get started. Now we are still working off of what I like to call our California budget, because I do still have 2 California checks left, and that was my check from last Friday, and then I'll have one more check in a week. So there will be no unstuffing videos between my 2 videos this week, just because I'm obviously really late on my stuffing video. However, hopefully by next week we can start getting into a new cycle, and then I will be creating a new budget now that we're here. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me move my budget out of my savings envelope out of the way. So this is what we're working with still. As I've showed, we do a total of $24.50 in our stuffing. This is my breakdown. This will be off camera showing me what I need to do as far as stuffing, or just right off to the side. All right, so we always start off first with our weekly bill binder, and this will be showing, our weekly expenses such as groceries and things like that. Again, I have not adjusted our budget yet. So far, we've noticed that food, as far as grocery, tends to be about the same price as what we were spending before. Things that are cheaper that we've noticed so far is gas. Gas is at least $1 cheaper, if not more, depending on where we go. Going out to eat is also just slightly cheaper at most places. Good comparison is how much we would spend normally at Chick-fil-A out in California compared to here was like a $10 to $15 difference, which was crazy. So let's go ahead and get started. So for grocery, it's $300, and I do that in 100. We do 3 50s, 2 20s, and a 10. And again, I do prop money. We do everything on our credit cards and pay them off in full every month. So we don't pay interest, but we do earn points. We do use both the city Costco cards. We get our cash back on our Costco. And we also have a Hilton Honors American Express card, so that we get points for our hotel stays. All right, so that's, sorry, I have this the wrong direction. All right, so that's gonna be 150, 250, 270, 290, 300. All right. Another crazy thing we had to do is we had to get used to school starting a lot earlier here. One of my daughters already started school, so which is nice because that means she gets to meet a lot of new people. Gas is gonna be the exact same as grocery. It's 300. We did actually still have some gas money left over after our move. So we have currently 100 in here, so we'll put that there. So in gas, we have 150, 250, 350, 370, 390, 400. Dining out was cleared out because there was a lot of eating out. Dining out gets 200, so it gets 100, 50, 20. Oops, too many. 2 10s and 2 5s. So we got 150, 170, 180, 190, 195, 200. We are actually eating out a lot less now, so hopefully we don't spend all of that money. Costco gets its typical $2.50. We have not actually had to burn all of our Costco, which is really nice. So we need, all right. So Costco currently has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 520, 540, 550. Okay. Amazon is up next. Amazon gets 200. It gets 100, a 50, 2 20s, and a 10. So we got 100, 150, 170, 190, 200. That we did burn through over the last month with getting a little extras for the house. Personal, I actually have not used my personal, but I get 50. So I now have 100, 200, 250 in my personal, which I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use for. And then my husband, he has 100, 200, 300, and 50. All right. So that is it for our weekly expenses. Next up is our utilities. To start off is 120. Oh, I'm sorry, 125. Okay, so let's go ahead and entertainment just gets a $100 bill. This will be needing to be readjusted again because streaming services have changed prices, so we'll be adjusting that. Cell phone also just gets 100. And since this is the first check of the year, all of these were emptied out. School is getting 25. This is for if the girls need any school clothes, school supplies, school shoes, things like that. We have 100, 200, 300, 320, 340, 345, 350. Their dance also gets 25, which I did find a dance studio, which is awesome. I'm going to be getting them enrolled. So we have 100, 200, 220, 225. So we'll be getting them enrolled in that and adjusting that so it covers. I have not changed our amount for our insurance yet, but we did pay it, so that's good. And this gets 100. And actually, we have 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So let's go ahead and grab $1,000 slip out. All right, so we have $1,025 in our maintenance. Let me tell you, that actually was lovely because as we moved out here, we did drive. Of course, we needed a windshield. So we got out here and had to get a windshield replaced, but we had that money, so it was nice. All right, and last is our miscellaneous stuff. So this is going to get 2 10s. Did I grab everything? Yeah, I did. Okay. So miscellaneous now has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. I'm so glad to see that one going up. Our date is going to get 25. So date currently has 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. Not sure when we're going to be taking a date. Christmas gets its usual 50, and I keep all placeholders in here, so we're going to go ahead and replace that with a green 100. We have 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Oh, and you know what? That just reminds me, I put 500 in here. I should only have 300 in here. Yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You pull that 500 aside from the placeholder. Okay. Diapers gets its usual 15, and that's actually going to be changing, but like I said, I'm still doing our normal stuffing for these first 2 checks of August. All right, beauty gets its 30. Oops. So it now has $80. Household gets 25. The household now has 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, 120. Gifts gets its usual 20, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 for gifts. Travel gets its 100. So travel now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 500, give it one of these pretties. So now we have 600 already saved in our vacation fund. Birthdays gets 20. Birthday currently has 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So 190 in our birthday, which is great. That is just going to continue to save up until birthday season for us, which starts in February. Transportation. So this is our car registration. It's still going to get 20. However, we've already paid our car registration and we only need $40 for next year because it's going to be $20 per car. So what we're going to do when I start adjusting this is we're actually going to combine our transportation and our insurance binder or envelope, so that way I'm only stuffing one envelope and know that, you know, majority of the money there is actually going to be for our insurance and the other $40 is for registration. And our health gets 50. And I missed a 5 somewhere, so I'll have to go back and check. What did I miss a 5 on? So we have 50, 100, 50, 150, 170, 190. All right, what did we miss $5 on? Utilities, schools, kids, they all got their 5. Date, I believe, got 5. Yeah, date got its 5. Diapers. Got its 5. So maybe I missed it in household. Did I only put 20 in household? There's only 1 5 in here. No? I'll have to look it up. I'm not quite sure where I missed that 5 from, so I'll look it up later and figure it out. But there's that. And then now we get to go into this one. So for this, even though I did not stuff the last few weeks, I did pre-plan my savings for the last stuffing because I wanted to make sure I have that. So today we are actually stuffing both the last check of July and the first check of August, which would be a total of $450, $500. So we're gonna cross off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which should give us a total of $5,100. So what I'm going to do, and as some of you have seen before, I'm actually going to take out what's currently stuffed, because I do not keep all my prop money in here, just so that way there I have it for other stuffings and I don't have to buy new prop money. But I am going to take out these. Now what I'm going to do is, since it is at 5,100, is I'm going to put this in the 51 slot. I'm going to put all of this amount to the side. I do have an extra 50 rolling over still. And here you see I have 1, 2, 3, 4,000. I'm going to put that in here and get to replace it with 5,000. So that's now going to go in there. So this is now at 5150. 100 envelope challenge typically is for each amount you put in that amount. So 1 would be $1, 26 would be $26, and so forth, and it would save 5,050. I don't use ones, as you can see. I start off with 5s. So when we first started this challenge, what we did is 1 through 5 was $5, 6 through 10, $10, $15, $20, and so forth. We did that, we saved it once. The next time we did the challenge, whatever the row ended in, that was how much it was. So this was a $10 row, $20 row, $30 row, $40 row. We completed that and we're like, okay, how can we even save more? Because we like to see this grow. So we decided 100 envelopes, $100 each envelope. So that way there at the end of our savings, we will have saved $10,000. So yeah, that's been working so far. I'll figure out where that 5 goes at the end. If you stayed this long, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, and comment any questions. Feel free to ask. You can ask about the move, you can ask about budgeting, whatever. I'm an open book on that. I will say it was eye-opening to see the cost of things change as we move through the states. There were certain things that, like I said, did cost the same. We are noticing groceries. Coming from California, people always said, oh, groceries can be more expensive. They're shocking, or, you know, certain fruits are more expensive. I think for us, we've noticed it actually balances out, and really the cost of groceries seem very similar. We are finding what stores are quote unquote cheaper to shop at versus more expensive. And so we have been more mindful of where we're shopping. And then gas was our big thing. We have not received our first utility bills or things like that, so we're not sure how much exactly those are going to cost. But other than that, everything's been great. We love our community we moved into. Having access to a pool has been great. So yeah, it's all been great, and we are really enjoying it, and just hope we can continue to thrive here in Georgia. Thank you again for sticking with me over the last month, and while I've not been able to post, I hope to, like I said, get back on a better schedule and do this weekly again, stuffing bi-weekly, unstuffing the opposite weeks. Again, thank you so much. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and great back to school season.